Welcome to the time of your life, the show where I ask, what would you do if you won a $2 billion lottery? $2 billion lottery.
Wow.
With me today, I've got Luke, former coworker of mine, amazing dude. How do you want to be introduced?
I don't know. I feel like that was probably good enough right there.
Sure thing. My name's David Floop. I'm your host. Let's get started. So, Luke.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
What would you do if you won a $2 billion lottery?
Probably be dead within the year. If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't know that I am responsible enough to be able to handle having that much money at one time.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And I just think that like I don't know what I would do.
Well, let's reel it back.
Okay.
The day is January 10th, I believe.
10th, yes.
It's 6:44 p.m. Let's say you bought this lottery ticket about a week ago.
Okay.
You called your lawyer, you got all of your finances in order, you took care of all the legal business, and 10 minutes ago, check cleared in your bank account, all set to spend.
And
what do you do first?
I'm a billionaire. Okay. Probably the first thing I would do is try and like contact somebody to get into a nicer apartment that I'm currently living in right now. But like,
okay, do you make that call right away? Do you start looking up places online? How do you find this?
Honestly, I would probably just like get a like a really bougie hotel room. And then just stay there until I can move into
how do you
nice
find
place.
this bougie hotel room? Are you looking at a place online? Do you have one in mind that you know of?
Yeah. Well, like I feel like we're here in Detroit, so like I'd probably like get a penthouse at the Shinola or whatever.
Ooh, penthouse at the Shinola. Yeah. So you call them right now, first thing, and you say, "Give me your most expensive room."
Yeah, probably
for tonight.
Yeah, for tonight and for like the next. Like couple weeks in the Shinola Hotel. Yeah.
And you go directly there?
Yeah. And I would buy like an Uber Black or whatever, like the Uber, like the most expensive Uber is to go there.
You don't want a car?
What was that?
Are you going to have your own car?
Oh yeah. I mean, if I'm a billionaire, I'm going to hire somebody to be like my personal driver.
Of course.
Yeah. Like forever, I think. Yeah.
But for now, you're going Uber Black membership. Yeah. You call up the Uber. Let's say it takes 10 or 15 minutes to get here, or maybe 5. I don't know what the Uber and.
Oh, and in the meantime, I'm buying Lamborghinis on the internet.
On your phone.
Just like bidding on eBay on.
Where are you having those ordered to?
Oh, that's a good question. The Shinola, probably.
just start using that as your address.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uber picks you up.
Yep. I'm going.
Nice quick ride to the Shinola Hotel. It's about 15 minutes.
Yep.
Drops you off. You check in. Do you have anything with you?
No, I feel like, like the Gucci store is right across the street. So I feel like if there's anything that I'm missing, I could probably just go over there.
Anything that you would be missing is available at the Gucci store. It doesn't matter what you need.
Yeah, no.
Gucci store.
Yeah. It could be negative 15 degrees outside and like blizzarding. And, I'm just going to go over to the Gucci store and grab some slides and I think I'll be fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you go quick shopping trip at the Gucci store. How many things do you buy? You fill up a couple bags?
Oh, like if I'm a billionaire, I think I buy the store, right?
You buy the store? You want to be the owner of the store?
Well, no, just like buy everything that they have. You know what I'm saying?
Even the ugly stuff? Do you think you think you're going to want everything in that store?
Yeah, well, maybe not. But like, I mean, like even the ugly stuff, I feel like, like other people would like,
Hold on. Yeah, I'll edit it out. I was like, what is she doing in there? All right, getting back to the podcast.
All right.
And we're back. So quick trip to the Gucci store. You're buying everything that you like.
Yeah.
You think that's belts, watches, jackets, pants?
That Drake line would have done it for a Gucci belt. But like, Yeah, no, I think that I'm pretty much buying everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And you're carrying it all by yourself?
Oh, well, no. I mean, if I'm a billionaire, I'm like hiring somebody to like cart it over. It's only like a block away.
Are they with you? You just got to the Shinola Hotel. And you went straight across the street.
Then I'm snapping, like I'm a billionaire now,
Who do you find?
Well, like the people that are, like working at the door, like the concierge, like whatever.
You just hire one of them? You poach them from the hotel?
Yeah.
You say, you've got a new job now.
I just whip out 10 grand. Who's not going to do that for 10 grand, Like what is 10 grand to me as a billionaire?
I think a lot of people would. We've got a friend here who is trying her very best to distract us.
Chance. What? No, it was Drake. It was Done It for Gucci Belt. Yeah, it was Travis Scott.
We can look it up.
Travis Scott and Drake. No. It was my would have done it for a Gucci belt. Well, it was a Drake line in a Travis song. Yeah.
I'll put it out.
Yeah. That'd be best.
All right, so you hire a personal assistant immediately who's going to carry all your bags for you. Sierra, you're on payroll now. Congratulations. 10 grand. That's what he said he's going to offer his.
That's it?
Well, for a day.
Oh, per 10 grand a day?
Well, 10 grand for my first day, Then, maybe we could work something out later.
All right. So you've got your first employee.
We're getting off track here.
And you haul all that stuff back to your penthouse suite at the Shinola Hotel. Mm. And you get to your room. What do you do? It's probably about 8 p.m. at this point.
8 p.m. At that point, I probably delete all of my social media accounts and block a lot of people. Just because block. I mean,
why do you need to block them if you're on your phone?
Because if they I feel like if people find out that if people find out that I have billions of dollars now,
you're going to be getting a lot of phone calls.
I'm getting a lot of phone calls, and that's just something that I don't really want to deal with.
Okay, so delete the socials, start blocking numbers.
Yeah, honestly, change my name. Yeah.
Ooh, what would you change your name to if you're going to change your name?
I mean, I would probably keep my first name, and then I would probably just make my middle name my last name.
What's your middle name?
William. So I'd probably just like Williams.
Luke Williams?
Luke Williams, yeah.
Really flows off the tongue. It's a nice sound to it.
I mean, it's better than, like people will be able to pronounce it. Yeah,
it'd be very common also. So you wouldn't have any trouble like blending into the crowds.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, despite buying all of that stuff from the Gucci store, I mean, like, I would definitely still continue to dress like a bum.
Then why'd you buy it all? What are you going to do with those clothes?
Well, like if I have like, if I have like functions with other
functions, what functions do you think you're going to be attending?
I don't know. Rich people go to functions, like rich people go to like rich people things,
like galas,
and
balls,
yeah. I mean, like I would wear it to
premieres,
that, but like I wouldn't wear it on the regular, like if I was rich, I would definitely still be dressing like a poor person the entire time because like I'm not trying to like let people know that I'm rich.
You're so humble.
If I was rich, this is all a very deep hypothetical.
Yeah, so I'm still curious about what you're going to be wearing. So you go to the Gucci store and you buy all these expensive clothes. You go back up to your hotel room. You're in the penthouse of the Shinola Hotel, and you change into
this.
Into what you're wearing right now.
Currently, yeah.
You got a blue button up and like a gray, is that crew neck? Or?
Yeah. Crew neck hoodie. Like
very reasonable. Yeah. Comfortable.
And so, like people won't assume that, I'm one of those people
they would never know.
That's going to buy the entire bar.
You just have
drink,
a closet full of Gucci clothes.
Yeah.
For you to look at.
And
you could hang them up. You could like decorate your place. That'd be kind of interesting, kind of cool.
But like if it's my first night as a billionaire,
you're like, playing it low key.
Playing it low key for sure.
Okay. So 8 p.m. You're dressed in what you're dressed in. Uh-huh. Are you going out? Are you doing more online shopping? Where do you go next? You start booking flights?
Yeah, I think at that point, so 8 p.m., difficult time because I can't like really get in touch with like an accountant or anything like that. I can't get in touch with like a real estate agent, so I can't like start buying houses or anything like that.
Yeah, they're all done for the day.
Yeah. So I think at that point, I don't know, it seems like a pretty exciting day, right? So
yeah, you're just fueled on adrenaline.
Yeah, probably going out, probably telling like maybe 2 or 3 people, like my immediate family.
Who would you tell?
Who would I tell if I had like a couple billion in the bank?
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably tell my mom.
So is that the first phone call you make?
The first phone call for sure would be my mom, and then second phone call would be my brother, just because like just to like let him know that I'm richer than he is, and I think third phone call would probably be Sierra, and then after that, I feel like I would just be like texting all of these people and being like, hey, like, by the way, going out.
What do you
out,
think their reaction would be to this news?
I don't think I think that none of them would believe me. If
they would just say, oh, Luke's being crazy again.
Yeah. They would be like, oh, how much have you had to drink tonight?
Do you do your best to convince them? Do you say, no, this is real? Or do you just let them believe that it's a lie?
Yeah, I think I would definitely let them believe it was a lie until like the next day when I'm, like chartering them private jets places,
All right.
But I think that first night would be like, I think it's important if you like come into like some kind of ridiculous wealth to just like take it for yourself and
take a day for yourself, take a night for yourself,
absolutely.
Treat yourself, relax.
And before everything gets a little bit crazy, because then, like after that, once people realize that it's real, then everybody's going to be like, jumping down your throat. Yeah.
So what does that look like for you? What is the most relaxing night that you can imagine for yourself? Relaxing, maybe spoiled or...
Okay.
Fancy.
Yeah. I mean, so I got the suite at the Shinola. I'm probably just buying like a really nice bottle of champagne. And,
do you have a favorite champagne?
I really like Mobby. Mobby is really good. Well, it's a sparkling wine. They have like a sparkling rosé called Sex that I really like. So probably like a couple bottles.
Sex is good?
Sex is good. Sex is great. Yeah. Like a couple bottles of that, and then just so that I have some for the night.
Of course.
And then so I have a little bit left over for mimosas in the morning,
Do you pick up orange juice while you're out?
Oh, you gotta.
Well, they probably have that at the hotel, right?
Yeah,
That's all
just
like
call
room
service
service
or whatever. Yeah.
So you're sipping on some champagne,
Yeah.
a little Mobby. What else? What else you got?
I mean, I feel like at that point, like that would be like
That's
me.
it. You're going to bed. Glass of wine. Going to bed.
Going to bed, yeah. And because I feel like, like all of the important things come like the next day, like during business hours.
So you're just thinking this whole time. You're meditating, you're getting your head straight, maybe taking some notes.
Yeah. I mean, because like, like at 8 p.m., like what am I really going to spend $1 billion on, or even $1 million on?
Yeah, 8 p.m., you can do nothing.
Yeah. I mean, like I can go out for a couple drinks. I can buy some people some drinks. Whatever, like, but like that's like a couple grand.
The real fun comes in the morning.
Exactly.
Go to sleep. Get some nice beauty sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What time do you think you wake up?
Oh, probably like 2 p.m. I mean, if I'm a billionaire, like
you're sleeping in.
I'm not waking up for anybody.
And you went to bed at what, 8? So you got a lot of, you got a lot of good sleep.
Yeah.
You wake up 2 p.m. mid-afternoon, feeling totally refreshed, not hungover at all because you just slept so much.
Straight through it, yeah.
Hopefully drinking some water also, keeping yourself hydrated throughout the night.
I'm probably buying myself an entire brand of water at this point.
That is something that I've heard, is that sleeping too much will make you feel worse because you get dehydrated from not drinking water for so long.
Yeah, I mean... I feel like I would just hire one of those people to just like come in and give me like an IV. Yeah.
Ooh.
If I was like really hungover. They're pretty expensive, aren't they?
I've never done it. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they're like a couple grand if you have like to have somebody come to you to like administer an
professional
IV.
Ones. Yeah.
So, but I mean, like,
why not?
If I'm filthy rich, I'm absolutely doing that in a heartbeat. You know.
And that's on the first night.
That's on the first night. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're doing while you're drinking your wine. You're calling up an IV doctor.
I'm booking it in the morning. Yeah, for sure.
To get you hydrated and feeling right.
Yeah, yeah. So that the first official day that I'm a billionaire, you know, the world's my oyster, you know.
And you're the pearl.
And I'm the pearl.
What's that glossy pearl gonna do?
That glossy pearl is gonna hire an accountant and a lawyer and probably a couple of both, and then just see legally like the best way that I could get money to the rest of my family.
How much money do you want to give your family?
Okay, wait. So how much money do I have?
$2 billion.
$2 billion.
We're going to say, you know, this is not a totally realistic scenario.
Okay.
That you have $2 billion in your bank account.
Okay. So I would probably end up doing like 500 million to split between my entire family. So
about a quarter of your wealth goes to your family.
Yeah.
How many people is that?
Mom, dad, brother, sister. So 4. So about 125 a piece, right?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. But I mean, like that way, they'd be set up for life. Their children would be set up for life. Their grandchildren,
hope so.
Yeah, would be set up for life. And then, you know,
you're left with a cool 1.5 bill.
Yeah, cool 1.5 bill, and then probably another $500 million to like I would probably start a charity. I want to say.
What would your charity be?
Oh, who knows?
You just want one just for aesthetics, just for PR.
Yeah, tax write-offs. You know,
doesn't matter what they do as long as they're nonprofit.
Yeah,
501c3.
Give some money give some money to schools or something. I don't know what charities do.
Yeah, schools are nice.
Yeah, schools are nice.
What would you want to support in schools? What do you think the kids should be learning?
Yeah. I have no
let
idea.
them figure that out on their own.
Yeah, just give them $500 million and let them figure it out on their own.
Let them work it out.
Yeah. No, I think that
you're burning through this pretty quick. So you got $1 billion left.
I think that I have no idea what I want kids to learn how to do.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, maybe taxes. I don't know.
Teach the kids how to do taxes?
Yeah.
I never learned that growing up.
And honestly, that would be an important lesson for me as a current billionaire to learn how to do taxes, because I still don't know how to do taxes. I've been trying for
it's not the most simple task in the world.
It's also not very hard, apparently.
Yeah, it's not very hard. There's a couple ways to do it.
I feel like once I turn 30, I'll just figure it out.
Have you not been paying taxes? You've probably been owed money. So
it's fine. We're not going to talk about this.
Yeah, we can we can edit this out if we need to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've been paying my taxes.
That's the line. That's going to be the trailer line.
I have been paying my taxes.
So Luke, good tax-paying citizen.
Yeah, I don't think I've paid my taxes in like 3 years.
What are you going to buy?
Myself out of debt, probably. Now that the IRS knows that I haven't paid taxes in a minute.
They don't care. They're not going to see this.
Oh man, I don't. Okay, all right. I feel like this whole thing has been you asking me a lot of questions. I want to ask you. What would you do?
I'm the host.
Yeah. Well, I get that. But this is a two-way street, right? So let me ask you.
One-way street.
One-way street.
Yeah. Welcome to the one-way street. You just got on the highway. No turnarounds.
Oh man, we live in Michigan. There's a left. There's a Michigan left. All right. So what would you do with $2 billion? What was the first thing that you would do? I want to know.
I think I would start a podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, I would like to travel. Yeah. I would like to bring my friends on great vacations with me. I'd like to throw extravagant parties and have large properties with self-sustaining farms, some nice swimming pools. Yeah, there's a lot that I'd like to do, but I would like to keep recording this podcast.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, you're the boss.
Okay. So you wake up 8 a.m. or 2 p.m. Sorry. I don't know why you'd be waking up at 8 a.m. You just got like 14 hours of sleep. You're having some mimosas. You're in the Shinola Hotel. Mm-hmm. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, like I said, probably calling lawyers, calling accountants.
You got the lawyers. You got the accountants.
Got the lawyers, got the accountants.
Let's zip forward a week.
All right.
That's all taken care of. Your family's got the money that you want to give them. You may or may not have nominal charity set up in your name to do unnamed good works.
All right. Well, like
you are now free.
Honestly, like the first thing that I'm doing is creating a will and making sure that
you got the will taken care of.
If I die before like I'm able to spend all of that money, or my kids are able to inherit any of that money, if I have kids, that all of that money is going someplace that will be beneficial to society at large. Because I honestly think that if I were to inherit $2 billion right now, I mean, my life expectancy drops like a fucking rock.
Why do you think it drops? Are you going to be doing a lot of drugs, do you think?
Well, not necessarily just like doing a lot of drugs. I feel like I'm just going to be like careless because I have everything. I have anything that I could want.
Yeah, what do you get for the man that has everything that he wants?
Right, exactly. So
death.
So I mean, like that got dark kind of quick, but
that's all right.
But I mean, at the same time, I feel like
you haven't done anything yet. There's no reason to believe that your life's going to be cut off short yet.
Sure.
Because you're still just chilling at the hotel drinking mimosas. There's nothing wrong with one or two mimosas.
There is nothing wrong with 1 or 2 mimosas.
2 p.m.
Or 5 or 6.
Week later, you've got all the finances taken care of. You are as comfortable as you can be, knowing that your family's going to be all right, knowing that everything is taken care of. What do you want to do?
I think that I would probably just start buying a lot of like records, like just a lot of vinyl, a lot of vinyl.
And you're ordering all that to the Shinola Hotel?
Well,
are you going to record shops? You're checking them out in person?
Probably, yeah. I would definitely, if I'm buying like large quantities of vinyl for like a good amount of money, I'm definitely going to be checking them all out in person. Are
there really expensive vinyls that exist? I don't know too much about vinyl records. Are there like rare ones that you can get?
Oh yeah. Expensive? So like some of like the Beatles demos still exist on 33s, and like those are worth like thousands of dollars.
Do you think you would want some of those?
Do
you like the Beatles?
I love the Beatles, and I have some of those currently, but I don't have all of them, and I would like to get all of them.
A full collection,
and then we've discussed this before. Like my grandpa's company, he used to own a bunch of record stores, and I would like to get that like going back again, even if it's just like
you want to start a chain of record stores.
Even if it's just one store. Even if it's just like one record store for people like older people that are like nostalgic for that kind of thing. I think it would be cool to just like maintain that.
What would the name of your record store be?
Harmony House.
Harmony House. You'd use the same name.
I would use the same name. Yeah.
Carrying on the legacy.
I think that's really important. That's something that I've wanted to do since I was a little kid. It's the reason that I went to music school, was to, eventually restart, Harmony House. And that has been one of my goals since I was,
Where do you want Harmony House to be?
Detroit.
Anywhere specific in Detroit?
I actually have been looking at this building for the past like 5 years. And, if I had the opportunity, I would buy it 100%. It's for sale right now. It's, on the market for $1.2 million. And the address is 313 Michigan Avenue. And I think that is a beautiful address. Right across the street from the bus station. And it's like a little 3-story building, a historic building. And I think that it is like just the perfect location for just like a low key, just like record store / studio space.
That's beautiful. And for those of you who may not know, out of state, if my viewership extends that far, 313 is the area code for Detroit. So there's some significance behind that number.
Yeah, so 313 Detroit, Michigan Avenue, Michigan. Yeah, it's just like the coolest address and like the coolest building for like exactly what I would be using it for.
How would you have your record shop set up? Do you have any specific decor or arrangement that you think would be ideal? Are you going classic milk crates? Are you?
Yeah. So I think that it's really cool, like those like old school like record crates. I have a bunch of them at my house right now, and I have one that's like an original like Apple Music record crate, like the Beatles label that they created.
Oh, Apple Core.
Apple Core, yeah.
Not to be confused with Apple computers.
Not to be confused with Apple computers. But that's actually what Steve Jobs named his company after, was the Beatles label that they made. So Steve Jobs was a huge fan of the Beatles, and that's why he named Apple Apple.
Do you like apples?
Apples?
Yeah.
I like apples, yeah.
Do you have a favorite kind of apple?
I mean, I feel like, like Granny Smiths are good. Honeycrisp too.
Nice green apple, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about Fuji? You like Fuji?
I'm not a huge fan of Fuji's, to be honest.
I feel like they're softer. I like that.
I don't really like that. I like the...
You like a nice,
crunch.
crisp, crunchy
I like the
apple.
crunch, for sure. Yeah.
So back to records.
Back to records.
So you want those crates?
Yeah. I want those original crates. And
what color do you want the walls to be? Or are they just covered in records?
I think that... what color do the walls? I have no idea. I've not thought about that at all. That's a really good question, because I just like filtered through like 10 different colors in my head, like picturing that building, and none of them looked right in my mind.
You could repaint it every week.
I could do that.
It'd smell like fresh paint.
Make like
the time.
Make like a little make it like a blacklight place.
Yeah.
I'd only have to paint it once.
Blacklight, like how do you mean?
Like a blacklight record store? Like
all the walls are black and you have like UV lights?
Yeah.
How would people see the records?
Oh, they'd be able to see them with the black light. I mean, like they wouldn't be able to like determine, I guess, like exactly what the cover of them looks like, which might be.
When they're record shopping, who needs to know exactly what the cover looks like, right?
Yeah. That's definitely not why most people buy records these days.
For the cover.
Yeah.
Do you think the proportion of people buying records for the cover versus the music is?
I think it's 90% of people buy records for the cover. I think it's 10% of people that buy them to actually play them.
You know, I've bought a couple of records and I don't even have a record player.
Yeah. Like my birthday was just like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. And I was gifted, I think, 3 or 4 records. And I honestly couldn't even tell you the last time that I spun up my turntable. And I don't even think it works, honestly. Like,
looking at them?
I've had my turntable just like sitting in my bedroom for like 9 months, and I don't think it works.
Well, it looks nice.
It looks nice, yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice in the corner. It collects dust for you.
It's a good conversation piece for sure. And I have a bunch of records. I just never play them because it's just so much easier to just be like, "Hey Siri, play whatever," you know?
Yeah, technology. It's really spoiled the kids, hasn't it?
Yeah. But it is really nice to just like have all of that.
Do you think you would work your record shop?
Yeah. I think I would love to do that. Yeah.
How many days a week?
I think if I opened one and I was like serious about it, I would be working there every day that it was open. Yeah.
7 days a week?
If it was open if the store was open 7 days a week.
Well, it's your store. You choose when it's open.
I would probably keep it open like 5 days a week, 6 days a week maybe. And then I would work all of those days, or I would be there at least all of those days.
Just hanging out? What's a day in the life at the record store look like?
Oh, I don't know. Just like, like being there, just like being able to like talk to people and like answer questions about like what the whole deal is, I guess. I don't know.
Well, what is the whole deal? Someone walks into your record store and says, "What's the deal with this place?"
then I would just like tell them the story about how the original place got started and like
and how you won the lottery
and how I won the lottery.
Are you going to tell them that?
Well, I mean, if they ask, for sure. Like, how did you get the money to do this? Oh well, as a matter of fact, I won the fucking lottery.
Are you going to tell them the actual number? They might say, "Give me some free records."
Yeah, maybe I would wear a mask the entire time so that nobody could see my face. So if they saw me on the street later on,
so you're working 6 days a week with a mask.
With a mask on. Yeah, I think so.
Just stay anonymous in your own record shop.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I think that if anybody asks, I mean, like, that's fine.
You give them the spiel.
Yeah, I'd give them the spiel. Like let them know. Just be like, hey, like this record store has been open for. What's up?
Oh, you're fine. You can get in the shot if you want to. If you want to sit.
Yeah, here, come on.
Yeah, sure. You want to sit?
Here, just sit on. Here, wait.
I don't need to be.
We can move.
Let's push ours. Wait, let's push ours together, and it'll be like a bench.
Right?
It might be a little quiet if we adjust it like this. All right. Well, welcome. We've got a surprise guest.
No, you don't have to stand.
Here, wait,
No,
yeah.
you're like connected.
No, you're fine.
Do you want to know what I would do if I won $2 billion?
No.
Here, wait.
It's better than
You can have your
lose.
own episode if you want.
Here, wait. Scooch
Just know
these
it's
together.
better. What would you do? I want to know. I know it's.
That's
you're
not the show.
I know you're the host, but like,
Here.
can you give me like a summary? You don't have to give me like the whole story.
I would do a lot of things.
I know you're not going to Shinola in the Gucci store. I know that.
No, I'm not.
Me either.
Just sit down.
I'm gonna buy a jet.
We're all here. Just sit down.
I can't. Where, sir?
Right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
That's where you want me to sit? No, I don't need to be in all this. Well, Luke's also a liar because he said that his record player doesn't work, but we tested it out like 2 days ago.
And it doesn't really work.
Well,
Like the.
yeah, I think it's you that doesn't know how to work it.
Yeah, I don't know how to work.
He
my
got
own
me
record player.
Led Zeppelin. There's a song.
I feel like we need to have a better like transition than this.
I know you're
All
right.
right.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
do.
long story short, Luke's a liar.
All right, we're welcoming Sierra onto the podcast. Was waiting in the
bring the
wings,
facts.
but could not resist the tempting allure of the microphone.
You don't collect vinyl at all? You've never.
Yeah, I've got some vinyl.
But you don't have a record player.
No, actually, my ex has all my vinyl. I had like 4 or 5 records, and
Where is she now?
I don't even know where she is. I
What's,
think she moved.
What was your favorite vinyl that you ever owned?
I had this vinyl record called like Warriors of the Sun or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the band name was, but on the album cover, it was like a dozen guys all wearing these ridiculous suits of like golden armor. And it was the most fantastically happy music that I had ever heard. Like I put it on and I would immediately start dancing and everyone else would immediately start dancing.
You have that effect on people for sure.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Oh, thanks guys.
Yeah, I feel like.
Do you think you would go dancing if you were a billionaire?
I want to go dancing with
I mean,
you. All right, dancing. Let's go
I mean, I feel
dancing.
like if I was a billionaire. And
After your long days at the
Every
record
fucking
store?
night.
After my long days at the record store, if you came in and you were like, "Hey, Luke, want to go dancing?" I would be like,
We're closed.
"Yeah, we're closed." No, I'd be like, "Absolutely, yes, that's the only thing I want to do right now."
Where would you want to go dancing? Do you have a favorite spot to dance?
Ooh, tough question. I really like going to like, honestly, like L Club probably.
L Club is cool.
L Club's cool.
We have all been dancing together at Spotlight.
Spotlight, yeah,
That was a lot of fun.
We go dancing there, yeah.
Have you ever been to Temple Bar?
Yes,
I like dancing at Temple
We
Bar.
were all at the Majestic together. Too.
We were all at the Majestic, but that was
I was dancing.
wait, at the Majestic?
Wasn't it Masonic?
The Masonic.
You're right.
Masonic,
Yeah, we all
Right by
went.
Temple Bar. That's what I meant.
Yeah, we went to the Masonic Temple, and we were dancing, but we were in seats, so it was a little difficult.
Yeah.
It was a little interesting.
Flume, yeah.
I was still vibing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were all still vibing. I think like
Oh yeah, it was an incredible night. Incredible night. If you ever have the chance, Flume throws a great show. Do you have any artists like dream shows that you could see, dead or alive? You can use your money to resurrect the dead now.
Who am I gonna say?
You can't do dead or alive. Because,
okay, living.
Because I have one for dead and I have one for, well, like obviously Frank Ocean, which they just dropped.
Is that obvious?
For me, I feel like.
yeah. Frank Ocean for sure. I think
you've been to my apartment. He's everywhere. Everybody loves Frank Ocean, right?
But I think Frank Ocean's like a really good one. If I was going to choose like a dead artist that I could go to and see again, some like old timey like rock and roller like Tom Petty or like John Lennon.
Mine might like Prince, but like I would love to see Mac Miller, like or
Bowie. You know, like
so many. The Beatles would be sick as well.
You know,
I
like
think Freddie Mercury.
Queen
put on a great
Queen would have been crazy.
There's so many that like are dead.
Okay, so living.
Frank
Ocean.
Frank Ocean is definitely a good one. I think.
You think he puts on a good show, or he's just got the voice?
Yeah. No, I think he probably puts on a great show. Having never seen him.
Coachella lineup came out today.
Oh, did it?
He's closing out the festival.
He's closing out.
Bonnaroo just dropped their lineup a couple days ago, I think, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah. So,
are you gonna
go?
No, I am going to Forest this year.
Yes.
So Cella's last day has Frank Ocean, Kate Trinata, Alex G, Porter Robinson, Chris Lake.
That's another show we all saw together. We saw Chris Lake.
We all went to Chris Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For Movement after party.
Yeah, Movement.
Do you think you'd go to a lot of festivals if you were a billionaire, or are you going to be too busy in the record shop?
Oh no, I would go to every festival.
Same.
There's festivals happening every week, every weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like I would go to as many as I could.
Well,
and I would also be promoting at the same time.
Promoting.
Yeah. I mean, I would be sponsoring stages and stuff like that.
He's just like a working billionaire.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You want to fuel your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you'd start buying billboards.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
What would you put on a billboard? Just your face?
I would like recreate like the Jumana billboards, except just have my face, and then instead of like a like an insurance claim number, just my face, and then like the address of the record store.
That'd be pretty good. 313.
Yeah. Come
on down. Yeah. We've got records.
313 Michigan Avenue.
There's going to be a line out the door.
Yeah.
Your record shop.
Yeah. And like those Jumana billboards too, just like where they're like looking over you, like
watching over.
She switched them up recently. Have you guys seen them? They're different now.
No.
Yeah.
She changed them.
But still very like I'm watching you.
Yeah. Same vibe, just different picture.
Yeah. Those billboards are a trip.
What is this, sir?
It's a coaster.
Oh.
Thanks for using them.
Sorry. You're not using one? Yeah, you are.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. This is...
Is there more up here?
No, I only expected 2 people to be here.
You're right. I was not invited.
I should get some more coasters.
I had no idea I was coming either, if it makes you feel any better.
I just ordered some more chairs. I need to get a couch still. I need to get a disco ball. There's, a couple things that I need.
I have one. Do you want it?
Yes. Disco balls are surprisingly expensive.
I just can't put it in my ceiling. You see my ceiling. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I've got a nice hook right there.
Yeah, there's nothing to...
I was looking online at disco balls, and the cheap disco balls, like the cheapest ones for like a mini disco ball is like $20 or $30. And I looked at all the reviews, and those were like falling apart, damaged, and shipping.
You're artsy. You could make one. Just get some
I will definitely.
mirrors and
I would definitely make one before I bought one.
You could do it.
A disco ball is like $100.
Make me one too. I want a gold one.
Well, have you seen the disco ball at Marble Bar?
Of course.
It's like a giant crystal skull.
Yeah.
I've seen some cool variations on that.
Space is a shark.
A shark?
Yeah.
There's a club in Honolulu called Scarlet. It's like a gay bar, and they have a surfer, like a full-size, life-size man on a surfboard that is a disco ball. Yeah. What do you think the coolest shape for a disco ball would be?
A square.
A square disco ball? That'd be very avant-garde,
right?
Very throw you off.
I would
make you question reality.
If we go not shape,
I guess like a diamond.
A triangle is way cooler than a square.
Like a pyramid?
I guess it would have to be because.
Well, if you had all of them next to each other, all of the
that'd be cool.
Normal like platonic solids.
Or just like, how about the whole place? Disco ball.
The whole place is covered in
the
mirrors.
The floors, the walls,
so it's a
the
fun
ceiling.
House.
Yeah, but like not like big mirrors, like the like little tiny, square, like a disco ball, and like lights. So it's just like.
And they're all like slightly off center.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Put a laser light in there.
No pregnant women allowed.
yeah, just like anybody that has epilepsy, please do not come in this place.
There was an art exhibit that I went to that was pretty interesting. It was down in Hamtramck. The whole room was like kind of covered in mirrors, but there was also shelves all along the wall.
Was it the High Dive?
It was not.
Have you been to the High Dive?
Yeah, that's a club.
They have a shark outside too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. No, I forget the name of this place. On all the shelves, there are these little ceramic figurines, and the note outside the door said, "I want you to feel guilty. You have to smash these to get to the art." And on the inside of these ceramic figurines was a little like fortune cookie note.
That's sick.
And so you went into this room and there's just like shattered ceramic all over.
Did you keep yours?
Yeah, I kept the head of one of them. It's in a box over there.
I'll have to send it to me one day.
You can look at it. It's right there. It's in that box. What box? The nice box. Yeah, that inside of that box, there's a ceramic head. That used to be that used to be a full.
I'm gonna show them. Like, it's kind of spooky, actually.
Yeah, they were really nice ceramic figurines.
Look at it, looks sad.
And you had to smash them in order to get to the note inside. And it was a really interesting experience seeing people walk into this room, not knowing how to react, like very hesitantly picking up, these things, and then eventually, people get the courage to smash it. I got that while we were all working together at the beer exchange.
I remember
that. Jim told me, well, he gave it to Kate, and he said, "This is the key to my heart." And then Kate gave it to me.
What'd she say? This is the key to Jim's heart.
Yeah, and then I wore it to work on a necklace one day, and he saw it, and he's like, "What are you doing with the key to my heart?"
Oh Lord.
Using it.
Yeah. And now it's locked in a box on my shelf.
Yep. If any of us
let's try to rein this back in.
Yeah.
So Luke has started the record shop of his dreams.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any traveling?
Yeah, definitely want to do some traveling. I think that probably like the first place that I'm going to go, I've always wanted to go to Iceland. So I'd probably take a vacation in Iceland and just do like a little tour around like the entire coastline.
How long do you think that trip would be?
I don't imagine it would take longer than like like a week. I was really like, when I was younger, you're familiar with the band Sigur Rós?
Yeah.
So they did it was kind of like a documentary thing that they did on whatever Iceland's version of the BBC is. Had like this 24-hour live stream of them driving around the entire coastline of Iceland, and they were composing original music the entire way around
That's pretty
the
cool.
island. And I remember watching that when probably like this was 5 or 6 years ago. They sped it up, so it was like 24 hours originally, but I think with the sped up version is like roughly 2 hours, but you get to see like the entire coastline as they're driving around. They did it
in like real time. They record the whole thing and you watch like this time lapse video.
Yep.
That's
and
pretty cool.
So like that was really cool, and I've been obsessed with Sigur Rós for like since I was probably like 10 or 11 years old. They've always been like like one of my like go-to bands for when that type of mood strikes you. I guess like
how do you call that genre? I know of the band. I don't know of them well. Are they like alt rock?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They remind me a lot of, they're like kind of like an Icelandic Bon Iver. Like it's very like atmospheric.
A lot of ballads.
And it's like very melancholy. Like their stuff is just like really good, and especially with the scenery of
it fits the vibe.
Iceland around it too. Like they're going past like the black sand beaches, and like all of these volcanoes that like haven't erupted in thousands of years. And these
would you ever be nervous next to a volcano?
It depends on the last time that it erupted.
Recently.
No, I wouldn't be, because like volcanoes erupt like, not very frequently. So if something erupted recently and then was kind of like chilling out when I got there, I'd be totally cool with that, because like the chances of it erupting within like a,
when they start erupting, they kind of keep erupting for a while. Yeah. Like once it's active, it just keeps going. I visited an active volcano while I was in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. It was a strange experience. Walked right up to the lava, and it's like, wow, that's it. That's the birthplace of Earth.
yeah, the birthplace of Earth and islands. And
it was a little bit underwhelming, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. You get there and you're like, wow, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like
Not
like there are a lot of volcanoes that like erupt once every couple hundred years.
Yeah,
stuff like that. So like and those are like the volcanoes, or like and now they're not even really volcanoes. They're just kind of like springs in in Iceland. Kind of like the same thing as
like hot springs. Are there hot springs there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you go hot springing while you're in Iceland?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think you gotta. But in Iceland, there's these like the black sand beaches are like one of like sort of like a super unique beach, kind of like exclusive to Iceland, where like
I've been to black sand beaches.
Well,
yeah, in Hawaii.
Well, yeah, in Hawaii too. Like I mean, like they are only they're only around where there like were active volcanoes,
right?
So and so Iceland has like the largest shoreline of black sand beaches in the world.
Have you ever been to a black sand beach?
I have not, no.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Not the softest.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so, because it's like, like
fresh.
Magma.
Yeah, fresh out the earth.
Yeah. So
there is one spot along the coast of Hawaii that was the favorite spot that I ever found. This little like area of coastline where it wasn't a beach, like it hadn't eroded down to sand yet. Mm-hmm. It was just rocky, like, formerly lava or magma that was erupted. And it was just like black rock formations. And it was covered in peridot, which is another name for it is olivine, which is the semi-precious gemstone that glitters like a green color. Yeah, it's a green gemstone. And so the entire coastline is covered in these gemstones, and you look around and it's just shimmering in the sun. And there was a certain wave break at that coastline where every time the wave would crash around 4 p.m., it would create a rainbow from the mist. It would splash up and create a rainbow. So you're sitting there in a pile of gems looking out at, rainbows, like emerging into existence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And I'm sure there's got to be stuff like that in Iceland.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But so
you're taking a trip
anyway. So that would be like the first place that I would go.
Do you think after your trip to Iceland, you continue traveling? Would you continue traveling immediately, or would you come back home and do like a pit stop?
Well, I mean, like as long as so at this point, right? My family already has the money that I already gave them.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you think they're doing?
So who knows? Who cares? As long as they have it, then that's fine. So I'm traveling at this point. I'm just like
taking on the world.
I realize that I no longer have to work for the rest of my life. So
you have companions with you? What do you think your entourage, the size of your entourage is?
I think it would be kind of neat to like just stay at hostels like the entire time as I'm traveling abroad, even though I have the means to like be
But you want to meet cool other travelers.
And especially, like being young, having the means, but like I would never want to tell anybody that I had like.
Of course not.
You know.
Yeah. You want to seem comfortable, but not too comfortable.
Right. Exactly. So, I think that from there I would probably just like start like, I don't know. Maybe.
So you're by yourself? You're with one person, two people?
Probably by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah. And then just, like there is a pilgrimage that I really wanted to do for a long time that, starts in, I believe it starts in, northern France and, goes to, the southern tip of Portugal.
Is this like a backpacking experience?
Yeah. So, maybe like backpack across Europe.
What would you have in your backpack?
Oh, probably some like granola bars.
Just a backpack full of granola bars?
Yeah, some granola bars, maybe a sleeping bag.
Sierra's waving a White Claw.
Yeah, some White Claws maybe. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
granola bars and White Claws.
Sleeping on the ground.
Yeah. And I mean, like, every time I get to a city, maybe get a little nice, like book a room and a bed and breakfast or something.
So you're hopping between hostels, bed and breakfasts.
Yeah.
You're maybe camping.
Yeah, maybe camping. If I don't make it, if I get a little lazy on the trip,
if you don't make it, how does not making it look?
2 days. How does not making it look? How do you mean?
Like, at what point do you call it for the night?
Okay, so like if I had...
So you have a tent with you,
right.
You're hiking. Mm-hmm. What time are you like, nope, this is it?
Okay, so like if it's like hitting like 8, 9 p.m. and I still have like 10, 15 miles left to go,
then you're calling
I'm probably just calling it. Yeah, I'm probably just pitching a tent.
Pitching it in the dark.
And yeah. And then just, well, I mean, like I'll have a flashlight on my phone or whatever. We live in the 21st century, like we're not gonna be like fucking like, like figuring shit out by candlelight,
It's kind of fun though. Have you ever just lit some candles and used that as your only source of light?
I've gone to festivals before. Yeah.
I went to a club once that was after hours spot.
Okay. Yeah.
There was no photos allowed, no phones allowed. So they took your phone at the door and put it in a little Tupperware. And it was really dark because it was supposed to be like a nightclub. They had like a DJ playing. And people
Why do I feel like I already know where this is? Sorry, continue.
You might. I don't know. There's a lot of places like this.
Yeah.
But for light, people would just start using lighters. Like if they needed to see something, they would pull out a lighter and use that as their light source.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty interesting.
I've definitely like had similar situations like that before where even when I'm just like in my own apartment, I'll like turn off all the lights and then like I won't be able to like figure out like it'll just be in like the complete dark and I like won't be able to find my light to be able to turn it back on and I'll be like trying to like pull out like a little box of matches or whatever and just going like trying to like.
Have you done that?
I have done that. Yeah.
Usually I just feel my way around.
Yeah, well, I tried. I'm also, very blind. I mean, like I have contacts.
Well, yeah,
now,
I mean, feel
God,
my way around.
Like,
yeah, like I could have my eyes closed and I could find a light switch. I mean,
definitely
in my own place, maybe not in someone else's place.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's happened both times, like in my own place and outside of my own place.
So, but you're carrying a light with you on your backpacking trip.
Oh yeah,
through Iceland. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that. You got headlamps. You got
headlamps.
You got your phone.
I'm gonna like if worst comes to worst, I can use like the light on my vape.
Yeah, if worst comes to worst, you've always got your vape. Well, where do you think you would go next after Iceland?
Iceland backpacking trip, and then I feel like I would probably try and like settle somewhere in or not even settle somewhere. Not even settle somewhere. Sorry.
You still got 3 weeks booked out at the Shinola Hotel.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Your Lamborghinis arrive. What would you like us to do with this?
I'll probably put them in a garage, wait 40 years, and then have my kids sell them. So they're like antiques at that point, You know,
that's something I've realized about antiques. Most things that are valuable that are old were also valuable when they were new.
Yeah.
So like anything, you might as well just buy new stuff.
Yeah. So just like buy like a brand new Lamborghini and just put it in a garage, cover it up, have it maintained. In 40 years, it's going to be worth, a lot more than it was when you bought it. All right. Are you a part of this podcast, or are you just standing on the sidelines? So you need to
pick a side. Pick a side.
You need to either be in this or you need to be out of this.
This is the most chaotic podcast I've recorded so far.
So be in it or be out of it.
Backpacking through Iceland.
It's hard to not be here.
Oh, we're having fun.
Yeah. Well, then be a part of the conversation.
I did just order a third mic. I don't have it yet, clearly.
Then be a part of the conversation. Come over here. If you're going to be a part of the conversation, then be a part of the conversation.
Just like chime in whenever you want. You don't even have to be in the thing. You can just yell from the peanut gallery if you want to.
But yeah.
Who do you think's running your record shop for you?
Probably her. Yeah.
Do you like record shop work?
You've been over.
You would like to hang out in a record shop all day?
Oh, yeah. I think that she would probably be the best person
Didn't I take
to
you to Spotlight your first time?
not his first
no,
time. Not his first time.
Right.
Yeah, I went there by myself once. But we all went together. Yeah, that was a fun night. One of the reasons that I don't drink anymore was not that night, but just further evidence.
You got like kombucha there.
Yeah, I haven't drank in close to 2.5 years.
You were giving Kate your kombucha, and she thought it was alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, not Kate.
The three of us went to Spotlight Club together, and the next day, Luke asked me, "When did you leave?" And I said, "We hugged each other goodbye in the parking lot."
I remember saying goodbye.
Yeah. I obviously didn't.
That happened.
That's why I don't drink alcohol anymore. But it was a fun night. It's fun night.
You were not drinking well before.
Yeah, but I mean that's like the
just
reason.
Kind of reinforcing.
Because reinforcing the idea
go.
of keeping your memories.
Yeah. I think I remember I stole a movement poster off the bathroom wall that night.
Yeah, you did. It's hanging in your apartment right now.
Yeah, it's still on the wall. I did. No,
she did it. Yeah,
what are they going to arrest me for stealing a poster on the wall?
Probably
there was one
not.
Underneath it, I only took. Sorry, you guys have the headphones on, so I can't hear what you guys say.
You probably are hearing very similar to what we're hearing.
Yeah,
because it's just our voice. Well, it's just our voice.
These are nice, by the way.
Cleared up some storage on my phone. You want some more grapes?
Oh no, okay, thank you.
You sure? I'll get them.
Yeah, there's more grapes in the fridge. You should probably eat them today. They're starting to go.
Get David some more grapes.
Thanks. They're in the fridge.
What's eating him? What is eating Gilbert Grape?
I don't know. Ask Leonardo DiCaprio.
Or Johnny Depp.
Where's your garbage?
It's in the drawer.
Under the sink?
One to the right. So, Luke, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Why don't I feel like you should just like start asking me some spicy questions, and I'll just start answering them.
What do you think your diet is going to be like while you're in Iceland?
My diet?
All Cliff bars?
Probably going to be eating a lot of fish. I assume that the like the fresh seafood culture in Iceland is probably pretty good. So,
you have a favorite kind of fish?
Ooh, favorite kind of fish. I don't even know if I have a favorite kind of fish. I mean, like Atlantic whitefish is tasty, buttery, nice. But that's kind of basic. I don't know. Perch. I love perch too. Just very flaky, very nice.
Do you think you would ever take up fishing?
Like, I'm a sucker for Deadliest Catch. Back in the day, before like people actually died filming that show. I was a big fan of Deadliest Catch.
It's a shock that people died filming a show called The Deadliest Catch.
Right. What a surprise.
How could they have predicted that? How could they have seen that coming?
I have no idea.
Thanks. Yeah, how many do you want? You want a little bowl? You have a favorite fruit?
Quick ASMR. Can you guys hear it?
Jesus Christ.
Do you have a favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit? Probably blueberries, if I'm being honest. Like blueberry pie is like my favorite type of pie, and I like pie more than I like cake. So these are all.
Do you ever do like frozen blueberries? They taste like
yeah.
ice cream if you freeze them.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
And then just like blend them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite fruit, Sierra?
What's your favorite fruit?
I think you guys could guess. First guess.
Cherries.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say pineapple.
Yeah, you lived in Hawaii.
I mean, you see my lamp?
Yeah, and you lived in Hawaii. I'd say
Have you seen my socks?
Anything that's really juicy and I did. I saw them when we walked in. I saw the pineapple socks and I saw the pineapple lamp. I did.
I also have a pineapple pin on my jacket.
Watermelon, for sure.
I don't know. The only thing I know is that
would you ever try
grapes make me poop?
Would you ever try really exotic fruit? Do you know what a durian is?
Yeah, that's the one that smells like shit, right?
Yeah, it's illegal a lot of places because it's so pungent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a custardy texture to it.
No, fuck that. No way.
Yeah,
no way.
It's pretty good.
Like yogurt or ice cream?
Yeah, it's really creamy.
Pretty good frozen.
Yeah, I've had frozen durian.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've tried. I've tried a lot of different.
You wouldn't even try it?
No, fuck no. I mean, if it literally smells like sewage, which is what
You eat fish. Fuck. I'm gonna make a podcast just about David because I need to know more about David's life. Why is he asking us questions? We're interested.
So what does it smell like? What is the
feet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Then no. If it smells anything like Sierra's feet, then there is not a chance in
There's
hell.
a lot of foods that don't smell good that taste good. I don't eat meat anymore, but I know tuna is something that a lot of people eat.
You think that tuna it smells bad?
Yeah, it smells terrible.
He has canned tuna on his shelf. He'll eat it. Who knows how long it's been in that can?
Who knows?
Who knows, dude?
Could have been there forever.
Well, I don't have a can opener, so it's not like I can open the fucking can anyway.
You buy canned foods and you don't have a can opener?
I know.
You should get one.
He uses a knife.
Sometimes if I get desperate, if I don't have any food in my house and I don't want to DoorDash food, I'll just stab it.
Starve, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Yeah, somebody feed Luke.
Yeah, somebody
get him some grapes. Make sure he's pooping.
Make sure I'm pooping. Yeah, he's
You mean dates, right?
Huh? Dates are good. I spent a day
grapes
once.
Make me poop.
I went to the farmer's market in the morning.
I'm gonna be
once.
pooping like crazy after this.
I went to the farmer's market once and I just bought a little bag of dates, and I was just snacking on dates all day. Or maybe they weren't dates. Maybe they were plums. Yeah, they're plums.
Or prunes. Prunes are another one that make you poop.
I don't know, but I was snacking on these fruits all day, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. That was during Jazz Fest. I just went to Jazz Fest, and I was snacking on plums.
Was it this year?
Yeah.
Did I see you at Jazz Fest this year?
You might have. I ran into you at a couple festivals. Where have I ran into you? I ran into you at Dally in the Alley.
Dally in the Alley.
Movement. I didn't go to Movement.
No,
I mean, just the after party we went to together.
Yeah.
We went to the after party together.
Yeah.
No, something. Yeah.
I feel like I saw you at. Randomly ran into you at Dally, and then.
There's another place I randomly ran into you.
I feel like that was Jazz Fest.
It might have been Jazz Fest.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Pride. I didn't go to Pride.
No, I didn't go to Pride. I wish I went to Pride. I hear it's great. The gays really know how to throw a party. I tell you what.
Fucking A.
Ferndale does a pretty good Pride.
I went to one day of Jazz Fest. It was like a Saturday, I think, and I think I ran into you there.
I was not impressed.
Yeah, it was okay.
The stage that I saw, the sound,
I was like. You know, like that, like
I was at Campus Martius. I was where the ice rink is in winter time.
No, I saw you when I was leaving. That's what it was.
Was I with people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I just saw you very briefly.
Yeah.
But I was in Hart Plaza for the majority of the time, and then I dipped out and was leaving my friends, going back to go home, and then I think I saw you on the street or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a place that I would be.
Yeah.
I'm on the street a lot.
On the street.
Yeah. It's fun to be on the street. A lot of cool things happen on the street.
Yeah.
That's where all the adventures happen. You're never going to find yourself if you're hiding away inside.
Yeah. Underground.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to go from here. We've gone in a lot of different directions.
Yeah, we have. Do you have any like I'm your guest. Do you have any any more spicy questions to ask me?
I don't have that many like spicy questions.
Every time I shift in this chair,
you sound like you really want to answer spicy questions. What kind of drugs would you be doing if you were a billionaire? Do you have a favorite drug?
Oh Lord. I'm just high on life. And
you're the one who wanted spicy questions. I don't do any drugs anymore.
Yeah.
I used to really like ketamine.
Okay. Yeah. Never done.
That's good.
Yeah.
Don't ketamine what you don't, or don't ketasay what you don't ketamine.
Don't ketasay.
That was such a good one.
Ketamine.
I'm just gonna go like this for the rest.
I can't do ketamine.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah, we all did Sananga together. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was.
I wouldn't call that a drug.
No, that was just painful. Honestly, I feel like the high that I got from that was just like
not being in pain anymore.
yeah, literally, just like it was just like, oh wow, my eyes don't hurt anymore. I feel euphoric now.
Hold my hand. I put on.
Yeah, we all cried together. It was beautiful.
Well, yeah,
Sananga is this eye drop. You put it in your eyes, and it kind of burns like 1,000 suns. And then
we cried because
the high that we got was like we bonded over the pain.
Yeah.
It connects you.
It does over pain.
but like it didn't.
But it's so intense. It's so intense that you lose the idea of pain. Like you can't even think about what's pain, what's that. You're just so focused on this. Yeah. Yeah, everything else is breezy. Easy, breezy, beautiful.
Cover girl.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's spicy eyeball juice. So no drugs for Luke. Just hitting the vape.
No drugs.
Vape and alcohol.
Yeah. Probably
keeping it real with the White Claws.
Yeah. Probably drugs are fun. Like every
what kind of drugs are fun?
Very
Luke?
Once in a while.
LSD, mushrooms.
I would do like mushrooms. I feel like are probably the most accessible drug that I would do.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because there.
Ecstasy at home, you wouldn't do it.
No,
I feel like I've seen you on ecstasy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've done it before, sure. I mean, but
for sure, you guys have both seen me on it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily I don't know. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I love MDMA or ecstasy because it's just all my senses. Like a Marty, I feel like such a emotional, touchy, just all your senses
feels good.
are just heightened.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I like it so much. Just everything sounds better, everything feels better.
And you love to interrupt other people when they're talking on a recorded podcast too. So
that's something I've noticed about stimulants. They'll make you talk someone's ear
off.
Have you ever been at a festival and you see someone that is just obviously
she has
blitzed out of your mind and they just start chatting your ear off?
That's kind of what's going on right now when where you and I are trying to record a podcast together and then we just have Sierra on stimulants.
Hey Sierra, would you give me a sparkling water?
Let it be known that Luke is aware that I'm prescribed stimulants, and he knows what I'm like when I'm not on my medication.
Oh yeah, she'd be asleep right now.
Yeah, I'm not as vocal of a person when I'm on my meds.
Yeah, I used to have an Adderall prescription, and I found it made me feel really robotic. I didn't like it. Yeah, I stopped taking it.
You want the Celsius one?
Yeah, or one of them all the way on the right, the one of the San Pellegrinos.
Okay, you have pomegranate?
Either one. This episode sponsored by
White Claw
Sparkling Beverages.
Brought to you by Carbon.
Brought to you by CO2. Well, we've been going for close to an hour and a half, not quite.
All right.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, David. Let's I really want to talk about you though, because like I want to, like you and I have known each other for, about 9 months now.
More than that.
Right.
Right.
Well, almost a year. Yeah. I don't know.
I was in beer exchange for like a full year, I think.
When did you start?
Like December of last, like 2022.
Well, no, you started after I
did.
Or
2021.
I started in January.
Okay, yeah, I started February of 2022.
So yeah, we've known each other for almost a year. Even still, you seem like just like a total enigma to me. You are like one of the like most interesting and strange, in a great way, people that I know, and I would love personally to know more about you. Because like you and I have been pals, and we've been playing tennis, and
we're tennis buddies. We play tennis. We go out.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of things together. But like I want to know like more about you and your history, and like
my history.
Yeah. Like, where were you born?
Beaumont, Royal Oak.
Royal Oak. Okay. So where'd you go to high school?
Berkeley High School.
Berkeley High School. What was that like? What was high school like?
Shitty.
How so?
Not for me. Well, it was interesting. Growing up, I went to Roper from like K through 8.
Okay.
And then I wasn't very good at school, so they kicked me out. And I went to Berkeley, which is a public school. And my 8th grade class size was like 39 people.
Wow.
And my 9th grade class size was like 440 people. So there's kind of interesting transition there, kind of get the worst of both worlds.
You and I kind of had a similar thing. I went to a charter school when I was in 8th grade because my dad was a teacher at a charter school, and then I requested a transfer because I didn't want to go to a school that my dad was a teacher at anymore.
Oh yeah,
that can
be
I went to a public school, and I went from having maybe 20, 30 kids in my grade to having my graduating class in high school was like about like just over 400. So
yeah, it's a big transition.
Yeah. So I mean, like you and I, very similar situations there.
But yeah, I was a loser in high school.
Me too.
And then I graduated, and I think when I was like 22 or 23 years old, I tried drugs for the first time, and that made me a lot cooler.
Yeah.
I didn't really find myself till I was like 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. I like when I was growing up, when I was in high school, I was like kind of like always surrounded by just like at least pot, like I always had access to it.
So I was so sheltered that when I was in 10th grade, I was sitting next to 9th or 10th grade, I was sitting next to someone in class, and they pulled out a bag of weed to like show his friends, and he's like, "Look at this, like dank, whatever." And I had never seen
that to school,
right? I had never seen weed before in my life, and I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was real. I was like, people actually smoke that? Someone could be stupid enough to go against the rules? My Lord. I was shocked. I was stunned. And then, that started the long, slow realization process that
drugs are actually kind of fucking cool.
Well, yeah, and also just that, there's a lot of people doing them out there.
Yeah.
I don't do them anymore, but, I experienced a lot of things. I had my experimental phases. The more you know.
Yeah. When I was in high school, when I was a freshman, I transferred from a school where my class was like 20, 30 kids to a school where my class was, 300, 400 kids. And so, I quickly had to adapt and like figure out like, hey, where's my niche? Where am I going to like fit in with this, like with such a, like a bigger social group? And I realized that because I had at the time, like such easy access to like pot back in like 2010, 2011,
easy access.
Yeah. I mean, like, I just knew how to get it, and I knew how to get it in quantity, like from like other people, and like, and so it just like,
how did that make you feel?
it allowed me access into like social groups that I would not normally have been granted access to on my own.
How's your relationship with your parents?
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, no, my relationship
I feel like this
great.
is turning into like a therapy session.
Yeah, no.
Spill your guts.
But like I feel like by having access to that, it allowed me to go from somebody who literally didn't know anybody to somebody that knew everybody in some type of way.
Oh yeah, so I went through a phase of selling drugs around the time I was 23. Where everyone just becomes your friend.
Yeah.
One of the coolest, best sensations that I ever had was arriving at a party, walking into the door, and everyone there, probably like 40 people there, just started applauding my arrival.
Yeah.
Someone said like, David's here, and everyone just starts clapping. And that's an experience that you don't get a lot of ways.
Right.
One of the ways you can get that is by selling drugs. But it's not the way you want it. It's not the way you want it, because when you don't have drugs,
you can't maintain that.
Yeah, and
it's not like people are going to be clapping every time you walk in the door, no matter what. They're only going to be clapping when you walk in the door.
Right, and they're hanging out with you and inviting you to things for the wrong reasons. Right. It's not. I stopped selling drugs and I stopped talking to like almost all those people because you find out who your real friends are. And it's not a great feeling when you realize everything's been a sham. Everything's a lie. You've been living a lie.
Right. As far as it goes, just like being able to just like coast through high school, being somebody that wasn't very popular.
How are your grades?
And my grades are pretty good. Yeah. Up until I was like
So Luke.
So yeah, what's up?
If you had to tell me in just a couple sentences.
Okay.
How you would spend your life philosophy that's driving you forward once you become a billionaire.
That's really tough. I think at the end of the day, you'd write a will, because like I'm probably gonna spend some stupid money in stupid ways, and
thinking about the future.
Yeah.
So thinking about your family.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Considering others.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Hopefully, just having as much fun as I can on the way out,
All right. Have as much fun as you can on the way out. We're all here one time. Make it count. Thanks for listening.